completely
Please
scripted.
save me.
Right. Oh, okay. Well, then here's your job back.
Yeah.
I mean, she said, I'm a comedian. It's what I do. Well, no, I mean, that's not what you do. You know, Bill Cosby was one of the most famous comedians in the world, and he never did anything like that. Never, you know what I mean?
Well, not only that, I mean, what she's trying to do is save her paycheck because she's worth two shits. I mean, would you go? I mean, if Kathy Griffin, she's came to Colorado Springs before. Would you ever go watch her in a comedy show? You know, at one point in her career, I actually thought she was kind of funny because I get entertained and I kind of like the raunchy chicks. You know what I mean? Like Sarah and the way she used to be. But there's a point where you have to separate your personal opinion from your job, your comedy, your whatever the case may be. And especially when it's a political opinion, because chances are you're just going to erase half of your audience just by doing that. Yeah. And you know, she sat there and she says, "Oh, I see how it's in bad taste now." And da-da-da. Listen, you're a 50-plus-year-old woman. And you didn't think about this while you're standing there dipping the fake head into the fake blood and holding it up with your little stoic look, and none of this crossed your mind until after the backlash happened, and after you got fired from CNN and all of your sponsors started pulling out. Now they're yanking you off of everything, and now you see where the problem is. Knowing what you are doing is you are trying to save face. Do you think she did that just as a thing to have more attention towards her? Well, okay, so the one job that I heard that she did retain was being the host for the New Year's Eve
bullshit, the New Year's thing. So I'm not sure if that was, listen, you have to go on and do this in order for us to even consider keeping you for this job, or a sponsor saying, well, for us to even consider keeping you, we're going to have to da-da-da-da-da. And, you know, it could be a publicity stunt that she was initially trying to do, but man, you just picked the wrong way to do it.
Well, in the wrong time too.
Yeah.
I mean, you think you're being slick, and with the whole New Year's Eve thing, I mean, you're Anderson Cooper, you know, with all of his shit. What he's a Vanderpump. Vanderpump?
I don't know.
No, seriously, like his parents are like that rich ass.
Oh yeah,
Vander shit that no one really gives a fuck about, but they're
Purple Rules.
It's a show.
But yeah, that's pretty much how he got his job, Dave.
Yeah, and what's crazy to me is that this, you know, the left is talks so much about being anti-violence, anti-this, anti-that. Ever since Donald Trump won the election, the only damn thing that's been going on from the left that I can see is a bunch of fucking violence and stupidity.
Yeah.
I mean, even these protests, quote unquote, that they're throwing and dressing up in their little vagina hats and all of this stuff.
Pretty creative, though.
Yeah. Well, yeah, sure. Wear a vagina on your head. You're an idiot. And yeah. Anyway, but it seems to me that they're so angry about, you know, losing this election and just using it as an avenue to, you know, shout out all of their other dislikes and all of their complaining and whining and things like that. This country has not been this racially segregated and racist in a long damn time. Mm-hmm. A long damn time. And I think it all started for some reason when Obama took office. You know, and sure, if you're a white supremacist and you didn't want him in there and you're, you know, white power and all that shit, you're just as much of a damn idiot as anybody else is. You're shallow minded. But ever since Trump even started to announce his candidacy, it's been insane. Like, they've got no whites allowed days, and I mean all of this stuff and I understand their point. They're trying to make a point. They're trying to say, okay, but that shit hasn't happened like that since, you know, the 60s, 50s, 60s is the last time that was ever really serious. You know? I don't know. To me, it's just shallow. It's stupid. Well,
and one thing that I heard or was a part of, I guess, if you will, at church, and the pastor was saying something really smart, and you know, it was all for Memorial Day, and just trying to say that no matter what happens, okay, president is president.
Yeah.
He's there. It doesn't matter. You have a right, or you have an obligation, no matter what happens, to support him.
Yeah.
No matter what you think, whatever you like, whatever you believe, because if you don't support him, you ain't getting shit for yourself.
Well, and
you're not doing anything.
And even if you don't support him, there's a proper way to achieve your goal. You know, you wait your 4 years, check out the candidates, vote for the one that you think is most likely to support what your beliefs are, and vote.
Right.
And half these people, like when you see these college kids voting and they're skipping school or they're skipping work and doing all this stuff, and all these guys go out and interview them. Well, what was your opinion of it? What was your position on this and that and the other? And they have no idea. All they're doing is jumping on a media bandwagon or whatever seems to be famous for that or popular for that generation, and they're just doing a disservice to themselves. And you can't complain about it. You know, if you don't do your research and you're not, you have the opportunity to vote and you just vote for because it's what you think, you want, you're being a damn idiot.
Well, and my point is simply, we have a president. Guess what? He's not going anywhere.
No.
He's not going anywhere. Whether you're a Trump supporter or you're not a Trump supporter, he's still your president.
And all of these bullshit Facebook things that say he's getting impeached or whatever, not true.
No, it's not. He's not getting impeached, and he's not going to get impeached. And the reason why is because he's not doing anything illegal that is actually proven at this point.
Yeah.
And if that comes to be, then that's one thing. But right now, the dude's like he's trying to he's implementing everything that he said he was going to do, for the most part. I mean, some of the things he's backing off a little bit, and why is he doing that? Because he wants to be able to help and solidify everything before something bigger comes from it.
Yeah,
like the wall thing, and having Mexico build the wall and all that shit. I mean, is there really going to be a wall?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
I believe there will be.
Yeah, he said there was going to be.
Well, there will be. Mexico's not going to pay for it.
No,
we're going to pay for it,
or we'll find some way to get them to fund it in, maybe not directly, they'll backdoor it somehow and they'll charge them more for imports or something will happen.
Yeah. And either way you look at it, I mean, if you're an American citizen and you're Mexican or you're Spanish or whatever you want to call yourself, Latino,
yeah,
anything, I don't want to segregate anybody. You're not going back to Mexico.
No. Unless you're an illegal.
Unless you're illegal, you're not going back to Mexico.
And then you have nothing to complain about anyway. It cracks me up how the ones that are illegal, they're like, I've been here for 10 years illegally, and no, I shouldn't have to go any goddamn where because I've had 4 kids, and they're all legal. And well, what you're just saying to me now is that you've been a criminal for 10 years, and you feel like, well, I got away with it for 10 years, so there's no reason why I should have to go. So just the fresh criminals have to fucking be gone. Right. So the minute you cross the border, man, I don't know. You haven't been here but maybe 10 minutes. Let's get you back over there.
Yeah.
No, you've been breaking the law for an extended period of time. You've been avoiding taxes for an extended period of time.
And the truth be told, I mean, you think about it. It used to be like the running joke where, there's an apartment building, and in that apartment you got a 3-bedroom apartment, and there's 12 Hispanics living in there. You know what I mean? It used to be, it's kind of a running joke for a long time, but that's not really the truth anymore because honestly, they're making just as much money or more than anybody else is.
And, they're killing it. They're killing it.
And they're doing they're not lazy.
No.
Hispanics are not lazy. They're not bad people. They're doing all the stuff that they have to do. They're just, except for registering as a citizen of the United States.
Doing it the proper way and then ending up paying taxes. Listen, I get guys, and I work at the car lot, and I get guys, and there's families that come in there that they have to pay tax on this, they have to pay tax on that, and da-da-da-da-da. These illegals that don't even speak English, and I know they're illegal because I ask them for a driver's license, they don't have one. Social Security card, you don't have one. Okay, so we're not doing financing, clearly.
Right.
There's not a bank
so
that's going to pick you up. They'll roll in there with a bag with 10 grand in it, in cash. So, I mean, that 10 grand, you and I would probably have if we didn't have to pay taxes. I know that taxes are a huge chunk out of my paycheck.
Pay taxes, man. I'd be
we'd be
next
balling.
level.
Yeah. Yeah, but and every time they do something like that, they're consciously breaking the law. And then to turn around and say, "I don't fucking get it," well, it's America. I thought we were free. We are, but there's a set rule, and there's the ways that we contribute back to our society and back to our country by paying taxes and things like that. Do we all agree with it? Fuck no. Do we hate it? Fuck yeah. But it does have benefits. You wouldn't have, clean water. You wouldn't have, drainage. You wouldn't have certain things. Schools, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things that your taxes pay. They suck, but if you took it away and we lost everything that they help with, then, we'd be hating
Well, I
life.
mean, and you flip-flop it. You flip-flop it, and we go to Mexico. We decide, hey, I love Mexico. I'm going to live on you're going to Cancun next month.
Yeah.
I'm going to stay here. I'm going to start a business right here on the beach. I'm going to sell scuba equipment.
Yeah.
And you're going to stay there.
Cash only.
Right until the point where the Mexican police come up and say, guess what? We know you're not legal. What do? They put you in a Mexican prison.
Yeah.
And a Mexican prison compared to an American prison?
Oh, yeah. Way
Dude,
worse.
get the fuck out.
No, thank you.
Come on, man. It's like, no, just take me quick.
Right.
Get me across the border. These guys will say, no, please don't take me. Because they know they go back over there. They're going to go to a Mexican prison, and then they're going to have to deal with their shit. Or they're going to not go to a prison, and then they're going to be going over the Rio Grande. And
Well, what do you think about these sanctuary cities and the sanctuary states and the little churches that these
Which part?
they're all hiding in?
about
how do
like
you-
paying for it, or
Yeah. How do you feel about that being an option?
I think any of those cities that are doing that have to, they got to be punished.
Yeah.
They have to.
Absolutely.
That's like me. Like if I go out and I steal from Walmart, and they say, "Oh, don't worry about it. You can keep that. I'll pay for it.
Yeah.
No big deal."
Isn't it? I thought Trump had at one time threatened to cut federal funding to any state that does that.
Well, he did, but they're still fighting for it.
Are they?
I think. I don't want to sound stupid, but I'm pretty damn sure.
It's craziness.
So-
Politics. I hate it.
I hate politics too, man.
Ever since Obama came in, and I'm not blaming it on him. It's just all of the freaking arguing, and I don't know. I hate it.
Well, dude, I'm dealing with it still right now. I mean, I don't have insurance.
Yeah. No, and my mom is screwed from the Trump's new thing where no pre-existing conditions and all that stuff. She's screwed, and she desperately needs her medical. And there's a lot of shit. And I did vote for Trump, and I have no problem admitting that there was more positives than there were negatives, but there are still negatives that I don't agree with that I wish.
Yeah, Clinton in office again would not be where we need to be. No. But who knows where this is all going to land us? And you know what? Who gives a shit?
I don't think Trump will make it another term.
No, he won't. No. You know who's going to be next?
Who?
Do you really want to know?
Yeah.
Michelle.
No.
Yeah, I guarantee you, dude. She's going to run and she will win.
No.
Look at your boy, dude.
Yeah, but it won't happen, and that's fine if that's your opinion. And you like her, that's fine. Just know the reasons why. Know where she stands on things. But no, I mean, I think there's been enough of that. You know what I mean?
But here's the thing, dude.
All it is just it's just like Hillary. All you're doing is getting another Clinton in there, and with Michelle, all you're doing is getting another Obama. It's going to be the same damn thing over and over again.
Take it this way. Imagine, well, don't imagine. Look back at all the stuff that she did compared to what actual Obama did. You know,
all the stuff that
like she was community oriented. She was the one out there
fucked up school lunches. Segregated women against men.
No, she was. But look at that. I mean, all the fake feminists that are out there. All that bullshit that's going on. I guarantee if she runs, she will win. I guarantee it.
What if Trump's daughter runs against her?
I think every horny dude in America, and
I don't know. That would be an interesting campaign. I would like to see that debate.
I'd almost put money on it. Well, I'm not gonna put money on it because
she's a very intelligent woman. She's a highly educated woman. Like has 2 degrees, one from Princeton, one from Harvard, or something like that. Doesn't she, Michelle Obama?
Yeah, but didn't she have
law degrees and
but she got barred, or her bar
disbarred.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was taken away from her, man.
For what? Do you know?
I mean, name it. What does it matter if it got taken away?
Yeah.
That means you're doing some stupid shit.
Yeah.
So again, I'm not looking at the computer and I don't know details, so I'm not going to really just
I only said that to speak on her intelligence, that maybe, but the shit she had she was,